Hello everyone, this is Sherwin here from TechOS. I'm very excited right now. The Apple Hello Again event just ended, and I'm going to be going through exactly what Apple announced at this event. Now, this event was mainly focused on Macs, however they did launch a bit of software which I'll go over. So firstly I'll do the software and then we'll move on to the hardware, which is sort of the exciting part, which I'll leave to the end. I've got the Apple page open here in Safari, and if I go to this area here, you can see I can watch the keynote again. I'll leave the link in the description of this video of where you can go back and watch the keynote if you want to watch the whole product launch. First of all, I'm going to talk about the software. So I've actually got open in a tab over here. Apple updated Final Cut Pro 10. So there isn't any extra functionality with this. Basically, it mimics iMovie with its flat design and updated sort of look, which has been long overdue, I think, but it's finally here, and you've got this nice view which you're used to. If you've used iMovie, it looks very similar to that. No added functionality, as I said, but it's just been completely redesigned with this modern look. So that's basically it for the software. There's the TV app they've added, which is available on iOS and the Apple TV, and I can't really show it to you on the website because I can't seem to find anything about it that's been posted. But effectively what it is it's a new app which lets you see all kinds of TV shows which are live and ones that you've purchased from iTunes. So it's kind of like the videos app on iOS, and I think I may be right in thinking that this app is actually going to replace the videos app that comes on iOS at the moment. Not sure about that, but that will be coming to you as an update on your TV, but I'm not sure whether it will be a separate iOS update or not, whether it will be a standalone app which you have to go and download, but that's something to note. Anyway, that's pretty much it with the hardware. Apple did launch this new accessibility website, which is basically them explaining how they want to make their products and technology accessible to everyone, no matter whether you're disabled or whether you have different special needs which impair how you can use technology. Apple want to make it available for you as well. But anyway, that's all the software stuff out of the way. Let's get on with the hardware. It's just gone off it, but here we go. Basically, the only main hardware announced today was the new MacBook Pros, which everyone's been waiting for. If I click on that, it will now bring me up to the new website for the MacBook Pro. So as you can probably tell, it's been completely sort of redone. It's faster and more powerful than before, just reading off what it says here. It has the brightest display, as you can see here, 130% faster graphics, 67% brighter display, and it's actually up to 17% thinner, depending on whether you get the 15-inch or the 13-inch model. So, as you can also tell, something which some people are happy about, it's now got the MacBook Pro branding back, which obviously wasn't there on the previous models. So here we go, you got the 13-inch model, which is 1.37 kilograms, and which I think is around £3 is what they said at the keynote, and 14.9 millimeters thin. So that's the dimension of the 13-inch model. The 15-inch model, 1.83 kilograms, I think that was nearer to £4, and 15.5 millimeters. There's the new touch bars. Now, Apple accidentally leaked a photo of this new touch bar feature with Apple Pay built in, but I'll explain more about this now. So touch bar and touch ID, as it says. So basically, they've got rid of the function row on the keyboard and replaced it with this thing they're calling a touch bar. What this is an OLED display which can adapt to provide various functions. So there's a couple of tutorials going on here, as you can see. So the bottom actually displays various contextual options. So here in the photos it gives us editing options, because obviously in the Photos app you can do that. So this enables you to be using the app in full screen and be able to edit without using the mouse. Here we've got Final Cut Pro being demonstrated. So let me go back to that. You can see you can have your entire timeline down there, and you can just scrub to various parts without having to use the mouse. And next up we've got Mail. You can have QuickType, so that's another great thing I was excited about. QuickType is now on the Mac because it uses this touch bar to bring you all the QuickType functions which you're used to on iOS. Safari, you get your bar that you usually get at the top in this touch bar. Keynote and all the iWork applications have various editing options which you can use to format text, images. Then you've got customization, so this is basically showing you how you can customize your toolbar to whatever you want for each application. So you don't have to have the default setting. I go down to learn more about the touch bar. We've got a few examples here of how it can be used in various applications. And what you can do if you do want to use the function keys, you can hold down the function key on your keyboard, which is still there, and then it will come up with these functions which you can tap on the screen. So that's nice. And you have your traditional brightness controls, mission control, launchpad, your keyboard backlight controls, your media playback options, your volume controls including mute, and there's now a dedicated Siri button, so that's there and you can use that. Also, Touch ID has arrived to the Mac. So at the edge of the OLED bar, I don't know if I go back up here, you might be able to see there's a sort of a separate part of this bar. And this is Touch ID, so it uses the same second generation Touch ID, so the quick lightning fast Touch ID that you find on the iPhone 6s and 7, and what it does is it integrates it into this bar, so you can use it for Apple Pay. So here you've just got an image showing you it being used in Apple Pay, and obviously it's saying about the different developer options which you can use to have your OLED bar built into apps. So next it goes on to talk about performance. So this MacBook Pro obviously improved performance, better graphics, that sort of thing. So we get 130 up to 130% faster graphics, up to 3.8 gigahertz of performance when you turbo boost it, up to 100% faster flash storage, so really fast flash storage, and up to 10 hours of battery life. So brilliant battery life. I think that's up slightly from the previous models. You get great battery life with great performance. So down here we've got more on the performance. So obviously it's going to be great for video editing, especially with the revamped Final Cut Pro 10. You've got 3D graphics, so all sorts of those apps. And actually, they focused a bit on gaming. They talked about how it's, I think it was 60% better at gaming. Here we go, yeah, 60% faster performance with gaming, 130% faster with real-time 3D performance, and 57% faster with 4K 3D title renderings. So you can see it's a really, really fast machine, this. Faster flash storage again. They also got a new cooling system in this new MacBook Pro. So what it does is it brings air from the sides and spins it round and takes it out through to the back of the MacBook Pro. They've also got obviously the Retina display, and it's brighter, 500 nits of brightness, 25% more colours, and 67% higher contrast ratio. So lots of great display technology to make this the most advanced Mac display ever, I think is how they put it. So you can obviously edit photos with this, and it looks stunning. So the speakers have been totally redesigned, and they are estimated to give twice the dynamic range and up to 58% more volume. And that's a lot, because I know the 15-inch MacBook Pro has a lot of sound coming out of it. So that's going to be perfect for obviously video editing, mixing a track on the fly, as they say here, or just enjoying films, as you tend to do, or watching any sort of video content on your Mac. Keyboard and trackpad, this is actually very good. They got 4 times more key stability than the previous model. They got a second generation butterfly mechanism. So they had the butterfly mechanism in the 12-inch MacBook from last year. They've improved on that, making it more stable, so it's just a better typing experience. And something which was really good, 2 times larger trackpad. So this trackpad is absolutely massive, because the 15-inch MacBook Pro trackpad is a really big trackpad. I know, I've used it. This is going to be enormous. So obviously that'd be great for video editing, photo editing, and any other sorts of tasks which involve trackpad use. You got a 15-inch model with touch bar, which is one of the 3 models they've now announced. You have the 13-inch model with touch bar, and now they've just got a 13-inch model. So this doesn't have the touch bar. And what this machine is intending to do is be a mid-range model between the 13-inch MacBook Pro with touch bar and the 13-inch MacBook Air. So they're keeping the 13-inch MacBook Air around. I believe they are discontinuing the 11-inch MacBook Air, so that's gone. And obviously they're keeping the 12-inch MacBook from last year. Thunderbolt 3 is the new I/O that they're going for, and it's obviously, as it says here, our most powerful and versatile port ever. So there are 4 of them on the 15-inch and 13-inch with the touch bar, and on the 13-inch without the touch bar, there's not 4 of them, there's just 2 of them. So you can see 2 on each side, and then they've got a headphone jack, which is still there on the Mac, and 40 gigabits data transfer speed. It supports up to 2 5K displays, and they're up to 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports, obviously, as I said. Now they look like USB-C, that's because it's basically the USB-C form factor. So what this means is you can plug your power in any direction. So if you want to have your power cable coming in from the right, you can have it there, or you can have it coming in for the left if you prefer that. so you get more flexibility. And now they just go on to talk about macOS Sierra, which obviously I'm doing lots of videos on and has been around for quite a while. Remember to upgrade to macOS Sierra if you haven't done already. It's in the Mac App Store, and you can get that straight away. So here we are, we've got the new lineup: 13-inch with touch bar and touch ID, 15-inch with touch bar and touch ID. So here what they're saying is they basically giving, oh, let me cancel that, I don't want to buy it now. They've got the spec sheets here, so we've got the 13-inch, this is just the spec sheet for the baseline models. Obviously you can go and configure them yourself. Let me just go and configure the 13-inch MacBook Pro with touch bar. So here we go, obviously you can see all of them are available in space grey or silver, so no rose gold or gold like you get with the 12-inch MacBook. So they've eliminated those options for this MacBook Pro. And they are still selling one of the older MacBook Pros, so this is one obviously from previous years. And this is, I believe, yeah, this is one of the baseline models from last year. So that's basically it for the MacBook Pro stuff. They've obviously added new stuff and they've kept some old stuff, and the MacBook Air is still around, but they are sort of positioning that as the low end of the MacBook lineup. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. As I said, it was mainly the MacBook Pros which were focused on at this event. But anyway, that's it. That's what they announced. It was quite a quick event actually. They said it would take 2 hours, but it was more sort of an hour and a half, so they went through stuff quickly. That's basically it. So if you've got any questions about the new MacBook Pros, or you want any advice on which model you should get, or you're thinking of buying one, then do get in contact with me using the details that are in the description of this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.